Welcome back to another video, guys. Thank you for watching, of course. And again, the goal is trying to get to the bottom or the end of this row, and I got to get rid of a few of the stuff in front to get to some of the stuff that I want to get rid of in this video. What I'd like to do is get to the premium combat chips that you see right here, and I'm going to go through some of the stuff up front. Uh, there's a good chance there's going to be a lot of duplicates, unfortunately. Will I get anything new from doing this stuff? Probably not, but let me get started on some of it, and hopefully the video doesn't go too long. I know when I do get to those premium chips, that video is probably going to be close to an hour. Is it going to be this video? Probably not, because I have to get through these other guys. And what's going to include these other guys are going to be these, what you just saw right there, the premium chips, combat chips, and now it's going to be these dispatch mission crates. And what's going to stink is, like, when I get all the way to the end, when I get rid of all of them, I won't be at like an open up 10 mark, you know? What I'm hoping for is that, won't be like, hey, I'm at 7 crystals to open or to claim. All right, 1 and 2. Now we're going to start going 10 at a time. And like I said before, this is probably going to get a little quiet here, because what's going to end up happening, if we're lucky, is get, some battle boosts. Of course, the premium crystals are great, but I don't really get anything from them. And the reason I'm not even too enthusiastic about it is because when you have this many crystals, you just have so many cores to melt down. And I don't know if you guys have gone through it, but I have other videos, and there were specific times where I played the game, and you just accidentally let things bank up. You don't think twice about it, and then you hit that 5,000 cap of power cores, and it's just like, all right, now I gotta, farm alloy and energon to melt those extra cores down. And now the issue is that farming alloy, I already have everything at like the HQ 17 mark. Now to get them maxed out after HQ 18, I have to have more Z energon. So that one gets annoying because you have to farm that one separately, and you can only do like big chunks once a week. Then you have to wait for it to reset another week. Still, it could be done. It's just, kind of when you start having to like purposely farm, it takes the fun away from the game. That's all. And all these battle boosts are good, but at one point it was, I think I've said this in other videos before, that it's fun at first, obviously, and these battle boosts, they can really turn the tide of war. But all of a sudden, when you have lots of them, when beforehand it was used sparsely, it was just like, oh, all right, kind of just changes the dynamic of it. That's all. And now with people who have HQ 18s, a lot of these battle boosts, they aren't that effective. I hate to say it that way. They may have to make like a Mac 4 version of these things, because like I said, the Mac 3s just don't do it. Even at like the HQ 17 mark, they barely finish things. If they finished them, there wouldn't be a complaint. But like the incendiary barrage, for example, like, because that does like a weird area of effect type of damage, it's better to hit targets all the time versus it's like nipping at it. Yeah, I like getting all those premium crystals. You know, the good news in getting those things is that, of course, you open those things up and you get, you know, duplicate twos, threes, and fours, which turn, you know, into shards that will eventually get you more 5 stars. Of course, that's the good thing, but I have to be a little careful because I don't want it to cap out again. And I'm happy that these go pretty quick. Like when it comes to doing those Decepticon power cores that you saw, I think that was what, 50 or 60. I'm gonna have to click OK on each one. The dev said that they're working on how to open them up faster instead of clicking on continue. Um, do we want them to, you know, all open at once, like when we get those, you know, times 10 alloy and energons? I don't know. Maybe just like it happens here, you know, that wouldn't be too bad. A little bit of an animation, then a, you see a little splash screen, and then at the end, you see everything. All right, now that takes care of that. Now the good news is I'm exactly where I want to be. I get to open up the premium shard. So let me the combat bot premium shard. So let me first get rid of these times 10s. So the video is probably going to go a little over 10 minutes, unfortunately, because I'm going to have to, you know, click OK on these. And the hope is that I will be getting G medals for these guys. I don't put too much spark or upgrade the combat cores. Sorry, the combat bots or the power cores for my alt faction on this account, being the Decepticons. It's nice to get all of these guys. Do I need any of them? Unfortunately, no. I only have, out of the 14 teams that are currently available to create, I only have one Decepticon team. So it's hard for me to kind of gauge if um, any of these cores are useful. Like I'm 99% sure that I have the bots, you know, like all these Decepticons. The question is, do I have a better core? Do I have a worse core? Um, I'm not entirely sure. The good news is what these are good for is that when the time comes and the devs release the new, I guess, core upgrade system, these extra ones of these guys that are, say, like, silver or gold will get upgraded to, gold and G metal. Now the way probability works is, it's not like a total type of thing. It's always like the individual thing. So what I would maybe like to see in the future is that, say if you had so many of one, maybe just adjust the odds a little bit. Maybe not so much of a random number generator. Maybe say like, hey, he's got, 13 of these cores and none of these cores for certain bots. How about we adjust the probability of getting these other guys? And maybe another thing would be like cap up to, like say like 5 G metal cores per bot. Like, why would we need more than 5 of them, right? Like, say if there's a transformer that there was, the 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star versions. So you don't need more than 5 of those cores, right? Can't equip like a G metal core for a specific bot to someone else. Like if it was capped at that, then all of a sudden you'd have a readjustment for getting cores for other bots, other transformers. At least that's my 2 cents. Like I didn't count how many G metal cores I have for like RC, right? But I don't know if I plan on, like eventually I would love to get a 5 star RC, right? But I'm not chasing her, so I'm not going to go into her legacy batch. I'd rather try to get somebody else. But if I have 5 G metals and then I get like a 6th G metal core, it's like, what's the point? Like, like melt that down to make another one stronger. How about you just give me another one instead? Because we get cores in so many different ways in this game, Buy a bundle, get a duplicate, open up one of the crystals in one way, shape, or form. Right, almost done. So it looks like this will go a little over 15 minutes too, but perfectly fine. The next video is going to be the one that gets really long, though. Oh, hey, you know what? That's not too bad. I'm not complaining about that one. I don't think I have a 4 star Nemesis Prime. There's a good chance I'll eventually get him, only because at some point I might, switch from using 4 star crystals for Autobots to using them for the Decepticons. Small chance of that. Like I'd almost prefer the 5 star shards. That's how it is right now. I'd prefer the 5 star shards right now, but at some point when they become just all, like duplicates, it's like I might as well just use them on the Decepticons. And right now, I'm not even melting these guys down. Hook, I don't have a 4-star version of him. And I think I'm sitting on a G metal core of his. But since I don't, use this account that seriously, maybe it's not that big of a deal, Maybe that's the way they look at it, right? The devs are like, hey, if they don't take their alt faction seriously, why give them the highest or the top tier equipment? Like right now, I have over 50,000 Shanix to get a 5-star Beast Wars Megatron, but I'm not. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that same way. Maybe there's a like a statistic for it that the devs end up seeing in the back end. Out of 100% of the player base, only like 8%, went for use the Shanix on their alt faction 5-star bot. It'd be kind of nice if like somehow um, like you'll notice that a lot of these G metal cores were for transformers that are part of a combiner. So it would be nice if somehow those things did give a small edge to the combiner. Like, hey, my level 20 versus another level 20. Granted, I'm already microing them better and using my abilities, but it'd be kind of cool to see if like the level 20 is that much stronger. All right, so the good news is I am where I want to be. From here, I'm gonna go do these crystals and get another 5-star combat bot. That one's gonna be a long video, so let me just stop this right here. At least keep this under 20 minutes. And you know what? One last thing I'll do is I will open up. Yeah, see, here's the issue. All right, so let me buy one. Oh no, oh no. I'm in buy one. That did not work the way I wanted. And it just so happened what I didn't want did happen, right? I got all the way to 9. And then I just used some coin on top of that. No, it's not that big of a deal. All right, it's back down to 2, and now I have close to 1,500 premium charge to take care of. I'm not entirely sure. We can look at that real quick, right? Not entirely sure how many Decepticons I have left. We'll look at it real quick. But I do want to thank you for watching this video. Feel free to like, subscribe. If you have some constructive criticism, leave it down below. I'll see what I can do to adjust this type of stuff. Half-shell crystals won't happen anytime soon, but I might get knockout with those premium free ones. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.